We should never allow the government to decide what is acceptable speech and what is unacceptable speech. We should penalize behaviors, not opinions, and not speech. If you start trying to regulate speech, you start trying to regulate thoughts, you start trying to regulate beliefs rather than behaviors, there's no way that you're not going to abridge the constitutional rights of millions of Americans.
This has been a presentation of Omran and Carey Film Productions. For over 100 years, sharing the reality of children suffering the world over. Never forget the children in Aleppo who still suffer today in Syria, especially little Omer and Daknish.
Six quavers played fall. She sends four.
Where did they both go to? They knew better than to run away. They're in big trouble when we find them. Of course, they were brought back from the first abduction. Maybe the aliens have something planned for the whole human race this time.
Where did you go, little Barry? Where did you get off to, little Umran? We'd better call the sheriff's office again. They might have some way of contacting the military at the base and find out what the is going on here.
Who's that? He looks just like little Barry, but he's not. Did anyone see how he appeared just now? A beam of light zapped him here just like the aliens zapped little Barry away. Who are you? What have you done with little Barry and Omran? Won't talk yet. Maybe you need some stimulation to help you remember. Someone give me their belt.
Ain't that just like a woman, using their feminist radicalism to subjugate small children to their way of thinking? Get her out of here before I use that belt on her. Everything will be okay, little guy. What's your name and where did you come from?
This might be something like what I've read in the newspapers. Aliens can make duplicates of humans and plant them within our society to watch us and learn what we are thinking and what we are planning to do against these invaders. I think that woman had the right idea. Paddle the truth out of him. Let me find a switch.
Everybody listen, I'm getting something strange on the radio. Maybe it's the aliens trying to communicate with us.
Did the aliens intend to duplicate humans for their own surveillance of our world? Perhaps what happened that night in Wyoming was only the beginning of their plans for a worldwide attack using the manipulation of a friendly visit at the Devil's Tower National Park. As history has shown, Barry and Omran were both returned when the mothership landed, but these two appearances of children dressed like Barry and Omran was not an accident or a coincidence. Something else was happening here that not even the military knew about. 1977 was the start. It still continues to this day. We can only hope their intentions are non-hostile. Only time will tell. This is dedicated to Omran Daknish and Carrie Guffey, two little boys who showed me how much life is a wonderful thing and why we all must love our children. Boys, not just girls, are equally important because they both need love and respect from their parents. Don't ever forget that boys matter as much as girls already have been.
Six quavers played fall. She sent us four.
His name is Omran Daknesh, just 5 years old, and his feet barely hung over the edge of a seat in an ambulance. Dazed, he didn't cry as he wiped away blood and the dust from a building that collapsed around him in an airstrike. His silence somehow reminded the world today of its silence in the face of the atrocities in Aleppo. Omran was pulled out alive Wednesday. 5 other children died when the building they were in was hit during the relentless Syrian-Russian offensive on rebel-held areas in Aleppo. The image of Omran's face spread like wildfire on the internet. One tweet called him the real representative of the Syrian people.
Stop killing Syrian innocent people, civilian. Our children need to live in peace.
The doctor who treated Omran said today there were many more severe cases no one is paying attention to.
We need to protect our hospital, our doctors, our medical workers from airstrike.
Omran is recovering. His family now wants to escape. The same choice another boy's family made a year ago, Aylan Kurdi, whose body washed up on a beach. He too was a symbol of Syria's youngest victims. Now there's a new one. Tomorrow there may be another. Richard Engel, NBC News.
They've reported from around the world, challenged the powerful, and they bring all of this to every story that breaks.
We've got breaking news, and it's good news.
And touches your heart.
How do you even say thank you? Thank you is not big enough.
I made this. The images shocked the world. Relentless bombings. Stunned survivors.
Apa?